some people have followed you all the way back since 2010 and American Idol, but for those who don't know, your story starts before then. Tell us about, I've got a couple people listening, I know this morning, that are chronically ill, that are young people and they're as teens. You were sick for quite a while. Tell us what you went through and how that kind of led to where you are today.
Yes. Okay, so when I was in high school, I just noticed symptoms of fatigue, like extreme fatigue. I would get on the bus in the morning. I would sleep all the way to school, which is very normal for a high school student. I would get back in the bus and sleep all the way back home, like on the way home. And then I would get out of the bus, go inside, and then I'd sleep all, like literally from the time I got home to the next day. Just couldn't eat, couldn't do anything, just extreme fatigue. And so my parents were like, something's up. So it took a while of like testing and stuff, but I had this autoimmune. If you know anything about like lupus, your ANA titers kind of show lupus response. But I had the ANA titers and then something else called cytomegalovirus. And I guess the combination, I still don't fully understand it, but I guess the combination of those two things made it a lot worse than what it would be for other people. Because every person in this, even in this room, has probably had CMV at some point. But for whatever reason, it was just really exacerbated in my body. And so I was on homebound for 2 years, jaundice, just different things like that. But really, it was the fatigue that kind of took me out. So in that season, I ended up, I remember watching radio shows, watching red carpet events, watching so many different things, just kind of like, wow, this is really interesting to me. I don't know why I'm so curious about this, but here we are. And then fast forward, just to stay out of depression, my mom said, hey, do you want to do voice lessons? Would you be interested in that? Just kind of something that's not too hard on your body, but that you can also be inspired by. And I said, yeah, let's do it. And that was the beginning of everything.
Did you love singing before that? Were you like singing in the hairbrush, practicing in the mirror, that kind of thing?
Yes, okay. I never stopped singing. My mom said that I could sing before I could talk. Like even as an infant, she said, you were always cooing, you were always making noises. Like I never wanted, and then fast forward, like I remember there was this time where I was 4 years old. It rained outside, and the rain mixed with this like planter that my mom had in the yard, and it looked like chocolate milk. I was like, Mom, look, it looks like chocolate milk. She said, let's go inside and write about it. So like even from a really young age, she was like encouraging me, oh, let's write, let's paint, let's do this. My mom was a teacher, and she was always about the arts, always creative. And so because of that, I ended up kind of growing with this love and affinity for the arts that it kind of weaved its way into my story.
That's cool.
That's awesome.